Hi everybody, it's me, Troy, the Gold Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo, sometimes also known as Troy of Triforia, and my alter egos Troy of Wisdom, Troy of Curse, and Troy of Heart. Now, me being the first Ranger to be on YouTube as far as Power Rangers Zeo is concerned, that's a big deal for me. Now, let's talk a little bit about how I was introduced into Power Rangers Zeo. At first, I would show up on my spaceship called a Paramias. Also, by default, that was the name of my Zord as well, the Paramias Zord. And I would assist the fellow Zeo Rangers against certain enemies. But at first, they wouldn't tell me who I was, and everybody thought it was Billy, the former original Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger who would become an assistant to Alpha and Zordon during Power Rangers Zeo. Eventually, I was attacked by a group of bounty hunters that wanted my Gold Ranger powers. My Paramita ship was sunk in Aquitar. I was rescued by some Aquatorians. And because of their planet and the way it was, it messed me up, and it caused all three of my personalities to come entwined. Troy of Wisdom, Troy of Courage, and Troy of Heart. And because of that, I could not access the Gold Ranger power, so I needed someone to act as the acting or interim or substitute Gold Ranger. Now, at first, I picked Billy, but it turned out that Billy couldn't take in the Gold Ranger powers because of the command center blowing up and everything, and some of that, whatever things that was going on, somehow it caused him to be not able to absorb the Gold Ranger powers. So they went around and they found Jason, the former first Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, before he gave his powers to Rocky, to be the acting interim Gold Ranger. And Jason did proud. He did a good job as the acting interim or substitute Gold Ranger. But over time, the Gold Ranger power started fading and started doing harm to Jason, and I was asked to come back. But my three personalities were not entwined yet. So Zordon came up with this risky plan to bounce a signal from Earth, Aquitar, Altar, and also Kato 35 at the time, I guess, and bam, back on Earth, and putting all my three personalities, Troy of Wisdom, Troy of Courage, and Troy of Heart, back together. I was then able to access the Gold Ranger powers once again. Now, a lot of people complain about the last episode of Power Rangers Zeo. They complain about us not using the Zords to fight King Armando and his army of clogs. First off, I have no control over what Siobhan did. A lot of stock footage was used, a lot of the costumes were used from Toei as far as Super Sentai goes. So I had no control over that. But I think that does mark the first time that the Power Rangers did not use their Zords to fight a villain. Next time people would see me, I would be being attacked by members of the United Alliance of Evil and Power Rangers in space. And I would be there when Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa and Goldar and Scorpina were turned good. So Squash and Bamboo and Fester as well. Rita Revolto and Morgan, I guess name was, Morton were turned good. So I was there to witness this. A lot of people ask me, did I qualify as the 6th Power Ranger? Because back in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it was a new thing for them, and Super Sentai was starting to do that as well. I did qualify as the 6th Ranger, you know. And a lot of people ask me, how come I never came back? How come I was only mentioned in Power Rangers Zeo in the final 2 episodes of Power Rangers in Space? Well, I really can't answer the question. Either there was no more stock footage, used, because trust me, when I was fighting in my Paramita Sword and when I was fighting in combat, there was a lot of stock footage from Super Sentai that Siobhan was leasing from Toei. And yeah, I can't really answer the question. I don't know. Now, I do want to say that this is the only part of this YouTube channel devoted to Power Rangers Zeo. We might also review Power Rangers Zeo, the racing game, I believe, for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System or the Sega Genesis. I really don't know. We might do that, we might not do that. All I know is, coming up next after my video is Turbo, a Power Rangers movie review. And that's it. I'm Troy, Triforia, a.k.a. Troy, the Gold Ranger. I will see you all later. May the power protect you.